My name is Shelley. I'm sitting in a small Italian restaurant, surrounded by friends who genuinely care about me. The sun is shining brightly outside, and I'm finally free from the burden of a toxic family. But it wasn't always like this. It all started when I found out my sister, Lily, got married through a text message at 7 in the morning. The message simply read, "Special people only." I was shocked and hurt, but I didn't cry or beg. Instead, I sat there and started thinking about all the times I had helped her over the past 10 years. I had co-signed loans, paid her rent, and bailed her out of countless financial messes. If I wasn't special enough for her wedding, then she wasn't special enough for my money anymore. Our family owned a transportation company called Swift Logistics. When our father passed away, he left the company to Lily and me, with me as the managing partner in charge of finances. Lily was always the charming one, the life of the party, while I was the responsible older sister, the one who kept the company running. Over the years, Lily had taken advantage of my kindness. She had a habit of getting into debt and then coming to me for help. I always gave in, thinking that I was being a good sister. But every time I tried to set boundaries, she would call me controlling, and our mother, Grace, would always take her side, telling me to be the bigger person. One day, about 6 months ago, we were at a fancy dinner for our aunt's birthday. Lily was telling everyone about a trip she had taken with her then boyfriend, now husband, Ryan. She said they almost missed their flight because she lost her passport, but I had fixed it by faxing a copy of her birth certificate to the embassy. Everyone at the table praised me, but then Lily made a snide comment about how I loved paperwork and was obsessed with tracking everything. It was like a slap in the face after I had gone out of my way to help her. But the real turning point came after I received that wedding text. I decided to take a closer look at our family business finances. I logged into the corporate banking portal and started reviewing the transactions. A few days later, Lily called me, sounding overly sweet. She said she was about to board a flight and there was a problem with a venue refund. She claimed that the venue had charged them for catering, and the refund was stuck in the bank because it was a large amount from a new vendor. She asked me to log in and verify the transaction, saying it would only take a second. I asked her to send me the email from the venue and the refund notification, but she snapped at me, saying she was boarding a plane and didn't have access to her email. Something felt off, so I decided to check the alerts on the banking portal. There, I found a pending request to add Ryan as an authorized user with full administrative control and wire transfer authority. I confronted Lily about it, and she stammered, trying to come up with an excuse. She said it was how they processed the refund, but I knew better. A vendor refund didn't require giving someone full control of the company's bank account. I realized that she was trying to execute a coup to take over the company's finances. I immediately took action. I rejected the request, took screenshots as evidence, and set up new security rules. I also reported the suspicious access attempt to our business banker. The banker informed me that the request was initiated from a secure kiosk at a downtown branch, just 2 blocks from the hotel where the wedding reception was held. Digging deeper, I found that the request included a forged letter of authorization signed with a fake version of my signature. And there was a photo of my driver's license, which I realized Lily had stolen a few days before the wedding when she came to my house with a so-called thank you card. I also discovered that she had created a fake expense in our accounting system. She had cut a check for $12,500 to a catering company, claiming it was for a regional logistics summit that never happened. She was planning to funnel the refund from this fake expense into a new personal account she had set up. As if that wasn't enough, Lily started a smear campaign against me on social media. She posted a vague message about financial abuse, trying to make me look like the bad guy. She also sent me a threatening email, saying that if I didn't approve the refund, she would file a complaint against me for mismanagement of company assets. I knew I needed to fight back. I went to our corporate lawyer, Mr. Thompson. He helped me gather more evidence and discovered that Lily had also submitted a filing to change the registered agent of Swift Logistics to herself. The new address was a private mailbox she controlled, which meant she could receive all the legal notices and potentially sue the company without me knowing. Mr. Thompson filed an emergency objection, and the state rejected Lily's change request. But she didn't give up. Her husband, Ryan, came to our company warehouse, trying to get the keypad codes from our employees. He told them I was unstable and that he was stepping in to help the business. He even bribed one of our mechanics with a $500 bonus to get screenshots of our company dashboard. I was able to catch all these attempts and gather more evidence. When it came time for a court hearing, we presented a mountain of proof against Lily, Ryan, and even my mother, Grace, who had been involved in the forgery of the charge-back affidavit. In the courtroom, Lily tried to play the victim, saying I was jealous and mismanaging the company. But Mr. Thompson presented our evidence, including the bank logs, security camera footage, and the forged documents. The judge was not impressed. He granted a preliminary injunction, barring Lily, Ryan, and Grace from the company premises and freezing their personal assets. He also referred the case to the district attorney's office for a criminal investigation into identity theft and corporate fraud. After the court hearing, the district attorney's office conducted a thorough investigation. Lily and Ryan's true motives were exposed. Ryan admitted that he was told by Lily that she owned half of the company's operating capital and that I was mentally unfit. He had been trying to protect what he thought was their investment. The settlement was in my favor. I retained 100% operational control of Swift Logistics. Lily's shares were placed in a blind trust, and she was stripped of all voting rights and access to the company accounts. She and Ryan were also jointly liable for all the legal fees, which amounted to a significant debt. As I sit here in this restaurant looking at my friends, I realize that Lily was right about one thing. Life is for special people only. But being special means having integrity and surrounding yourself with people who respect and support you. I've finally learned to stand up for myself and say goodbye to the toxicity of my family.